a player named I Love Baskets, I'm sure many of you are familiar with, likes to play or considers Indians an objectively good civ. That means they have good bonuses, it just seems to be hard to play them. So I'm going to try out Indians here. I'm the teal, and my opponent is in the red playing as the Chinese. And we'll see how much idle time they have, see how well they can pull this off. Always going to throw down the good luck, have fun, especially once you're against Chinese, because they're going to have a harder time dealing with that extra APM while they're trying to push deer. Deer already going back on them. All right, got 7 on sheep. Oh, deer goes back twice. That's not a great start for Chinese. He's going to need to go find his other sheep. Yeah, I see all of their golds. So this back gold's pretty safe. It's going to be hard for me to pressure. This front gold, depending on how they put their buildings, might have a pressure. And here comes the militia. And just as he's coming out to wood, so he now has a lot of villagers to fight this off. And I'm just kind of going back and forth. Yeah, I do force a lot of idle time with these villagers. As we both click up at similar times. How much idle? Okay, I had 15 seconds of idle time. So my feudal time is going to be 10:45, whereas perfect for what I was doing here would have been 10:30. And I slowed down the barracks a little bit as well. And but I wasn't paying attention to my scout. So what I did was I just clicked it back to my TC. Because I knew I didn't want it to die. I wanted to scout what they're doing. So just keep revolving it around the base, see what new buildings come up. And I see one archery range originally, and then it comes back for another tour, and I see the second range. Suicide my scout in there, but it does make sure I can keep my archer mass alive. I didn't send my archer mass in. And I think I pick off a Vil here. Yeah, so the eco KD is 2-1. I'm not sure what I lost. Yeah, I have actually no idea what I've lost so far. It forces the tower out of me, and I'm not fully walled yet. But he just sits here with his archers. It was out of my line of sight. I wasn't quite sure. I thought he was looping back around. He has 2 groups here, and he could have chased these down, I think. But 2 for 1, not great. But I sit behind the tower. I know I have the tower to back me up, even if I'm at the bottom of the hill. And I'm counting the fact that I add my second range later. I invested that wood into farms that'll be up faster. I want to see what our numbers were starting this fight. Because he never added more archers from home. His archers stayed at home. Whereas I was consistently adding while I was going up to Castle Age. So it was 26 versus... Okay, so I already had the numbers advantage. But he did have the hill. So once my techs come in, Bodkin's already in, crossbows in. And I just try to match. I should have gotten above him, but whatever. And he goes for instant thumb ring. Interesting. Idle time is about twice as much as I am. I have crazy house walls. And I've decided, you know what, I'm going to sit at home, and I'm switching into light cav and Hussar. A little bit of light cav early on, because I do want to pressure them while I'm going up to castle. But you can see between 33 farms and 16 farms, who's going to be the first up. Let's pause real quick and look at the numbers. 26 versus 44, so they have twice as many archers, okay? So I have to use the mangonels, the crossbow, and the extra pierce armor on the light cav. I only have 8, though, to try to take the best fight. Take out the mangonel. Doesn't look too great now, but I have taken 2 mangonels out. And now we're 34 versus 23. So somehow I killed 10 crossbow in that time. He's on 4 ranges, yeah. But now you see the power of the light cav. Look how quickly his numbers just disappear. Just a little bit out of position. And now he's just going to sit in this little spot under the TC. And that's fine, you know. Like, I have 61 farmers. I can replace these guys. I'm going to get in over here. Have some rams for it to take out his buildings. Force him off gold. He now only has this gold. And his unit was the crossbow. And I think that's the hard thing about Indians, is not knowing what to transition to after Castle Age. In Castle Age, it's a little awkward. You're either going like... I mean, I guess you have monks in Siege, and the only thing you're missing is knights. But once you get up to Imp, you're like, okay, what do I transition to? And Hussar and Skirm is probably what I would have gone to with Siege. And that feels pretty solid, because your vills are cheaper, so you can get to that boom a little bit quicker and have that extra food. Hope you guys enjoyed this game, and I'll see you in the next one.